Premier League wrap-up show, and we had a shortened programme this weekend. Only 4 games due to the FA Cup quarter-finals. So let's get started at Anfield, with Liverpool looking to put behind the loss at Old Trafford, and Klopp selected Henderson and Wijnaldum ahead of Milner and Oxlade-Chamberlain. Just 4 minutes on the clock, and we saw Salah weaving his way in from the right, avoided a couple of tackles, and inevitably put it in the corner for 1-0. Now this was to mark the start of a tremendous day for the Egyptian. He did, however, have to wait until just before half-time before adding a second, anticipating Robertson's great cross to stab it in for number 2. Shortly after the break, the Egyptian turned provider, getting to the byline and crossing for Firmino to clip in the third. However, Salah added a further 2, first on 77 minutes, courtesy of some penalty box magic, and on 85 he got his 4th when he was first to react to a save from the keeper from a shot by Ings, and he scooped it into the top of the net. A great day at the office for Salah and for Liverpool. As for Watford, a day to forget as quickly as possible. They were dreadful. So to the Bet365, and Everton were the visitors. Gareth Southgate was in the stands watching both Butland and Pickford. He's got a headache for the number 1 pick for goalkeeper at the World Cup, as Hart continues to be unable to get a game at West Ham. Anyway, neither of these 2 potential England keepers had much to do in the first half, as it was quickly forgettable. However, Charlie Adam won't forget it. He managed to get a red card for a nasty high-footed challenge. Anyway, into the second, and finally Tosun broke the deadlock on 69 minutes. It was a scruffy effort after Butland failed to push the ball away sufficiently. Certainly that will have been noted by Southgate. Anyway, after that, Stoke responded well, and Choupo-Moting managed to stretch a knee out, or was it a shin, to prod a cross in, but however he ended up being substituted. He seemed to have pulled a tendon, so he may well be out for some time. The game looked like it was sauntering to a 1-1, but then that man Tosun headed in the winner on 84 minutes, and to keep Stoke in the bottom 3. Lambert once again seemed at a loss as to how his side managed to lose. Well, I'll give him a bit of advice. The problem is with Stoke is that they leak too many goals, and that's why they've lost so many matches. Fairly simple to understand. Let's move on now to the Vitality Stadium. West Brom were at Bournemouth, and again they started well. They managed to open the scoring just after the interval through Rodriguez from an assist from Rondon, and were looking good. But as has often happened recently, they end up leaving with nothing. Howe brought on Defoe, and that sharpened up the Cherries' attack, and a Stanislav effort was just pushed over. But then on 77, Jordan Ive hit a ferocious shot from outside the box that was far too quick to handle for Foster, and that was 1 each. And then to cap it all, 1 minute from time, Stanislav hit a wicked shot from a corner, and the Cherries had turned it round. and consign the baggies to Championship football next season. That's unless you believe in miracles. And Pardew certainly doesn't from his mood on interview. To the John Smith Stadium, and Crystal Palace were looking to reverse the opening day loss to Huddersfield. And they started well with Sahar back from injury, causing a headache for the Huddersfield defence. Milovojevic managed to go close from a free kick, but Palace then deservedly took the lead from Tompkins, who forced the ball home from a corner. After the break, Palace continued to threaten, and eventually Townsend was brought down in the box, and that Serbian, Milovojevic, converted for 2-0. So that was it. Huddersfield, well, they are definitely on the slide. So it's as we were at the top, as none of the sides played, apart from Liverpool, who went second. Goal of the week, I'm going to give it to the magician Salah for that third goal. Next week is international break, so we'll be back on the 31st.